There's a quiet irony about being intelligent. The more capable your mind is, the harder it becomes to turn it off. Smart people don't just think, they keep thinking about what they said, about what they should have said, about what something might mean, about all the possible futures branching out from one small decision. This video isn't about calling overthinking a flaw, it's about understanding why it happens and why it so often shows up in people who are perceptive, analytical, and deeply aware. Section 1. Intelligence and Pattern Sensitivity. One of the core traits of intelligent minds is pattern recognition. Smart people are good at connecting dots, seeing relationships. Others miss anticipating outcomes. This is incredibly useful for problem solving. But it has a side effect. When your brain is trained to detect patterns, it doesn't stop just because the situation is emotional, social, or uncertain. So instead of thinking, this probably doesn't mean anything, the intelligent mind thinks, but what if it does? A delayed reply becomes a signal. A neutral tone becomes ambiguous. A small mistake becomes a potential chain reaction. The brain isn't trying to hurt you. It's doing what it does best, analyzing. Just in places where analysis doesn't always help. Psychology concept number 1, rumination. Psychology has a word for this, rumination. Rumination is repetitive, passive thinking about the same topic, usually focused on causes, meanings, or consequences. Smart people are especially prone to it. Why? Because rumination requires mental stamina, abstract thinking, the ability to hold multiple perspectives at once. In other words, the very skills associated with higher cognitive ability. Instead of moving on, the mind circles back, again and again and again. Not because the person is weak, but because their brain is capable of staying there. Scientific study explained simply. A well-known study by psychologist Susan Nolan-Hoxema found that people who ruminate more tend to experience higher levels of anxiety and depression. But here's the important part. These individuals were often highly reflective, deep thinkers who cared about understanding themselves and the world. The problem wasn't thinking itself. It was thinking without resolution. The mind kept searching for certainty in situations that didn't offer it. Everyday examples. This shows up in small, ordinary moments. You replay a conversation on your way home. Did that sound rude? Why did they react like that? Should I follow up or would that make it worse? Or you delay a decision. If I choose this, I lose that. But if I wait, what if I miss something better? Less reflective people decide quickly and move on. More reflective people see too many layers to ignore, and once you see layers, you can't unsee them. Psychology concept number 2, cognitive load and mental simulation. Another relevant concept is cognitive load combined with mental simulation. Smart minds constantly simulate scenarios. If I do X, then Y happens. If Y happens, Z might follow. This is useful in planning, strategy, and creativity, but when applied to personal life, it creates a constant sense of unfinished business. Your brain is always mid-calculation, even at rest, especially at night. Why intelligence doesn't equal emotional ease? Intelligence helps you understand emotions. It doesn't always help you resolve them. In fact, understanding too much can delay acceptance. You don't just feel sad, you analyze why you're sad, whether it's justified, how long it might last, and what it says about you. Emotion becomes a problem to solve, and some problems aren't solvable that way. Gentle reframing, not cheesy. Here's the quiet truth. Overthinking is not a personal failure, it's an untrained strength, a powerful engine without clear brakes. The goal isn't to stop thinking, it's to recognize when thinking stops being useful. Sometimes clarity doesn't come from more analysis, but from allowing uncertainty to exist without interrogation. Thoughtful conclusion. Smart people overthink because they care. They care about meaning, about consequences, about getting things right, but not everything requires a perfect explanation. Some moments only ask to be lived, not solved. If you're someone who overthinks, it doesn't mean your mind is broken, it means your mind is capable. And learning when to rest it is not giving up intelligence. It's learning how to use it wisely.